Welcome to the URA administration. I am Mona B. Jao Gikoyo. Today we are looking at diseases deliberately created and weaponized in laboratories. For decades, evil people have deliberately engineered pathogens to be more deadly, more transmissible, and more resistant to treatment, turning the very building blocks of life into weapons of mass destruction. The recent breakthrough at Stanford University, where researchers used artificial intelligence (AI) to create entirely new viruses that can replicate in the laboratory, raises urgent biosafety and biosecurity questions. Pentagon and NATO have implemented bioweapon programs that have killed millions. Diseases are deliberately created and weaponized to kill, to control, and to reduce populations. The same knowledge that could be used to develop drugs and vaccines has the potential to be abused for developing biological weapons. The difference between a vaccine and a weapon is not in the science, but in the intention. The intention of the global elite has been to maintain control, not to save lives. The present global order is corrupt and unclean. Mwenenyaga will terminate unclean people globally. Africa will not be a passive victim of engineered diseases or depopulation programs. The health program will build sovereign capabilities to detect initial disease patterns, respond to outbreaks, and develop vaccines on African soil. The Guardian Forces Intelligence Unit will investigate and neutralize biological laboratories and testing programs. Disease makers are eternally cursed. The 21st century marks their termination. I will start by saying that this is very painful because we have very evil people who are calling Africa utopia, a future continent where they want to possess. So they have been killing the population of Africa for them to remain with Africa permanently because that is their target. Because now rather than colonizing, they decided to change the strategy. Now they have used a lot of programs, even funding terrorism, because they are doing a lot, let me tell you, a lot of harmful things, infiltration. Even you can see now, if you want to be sovereign, you need to be even making things locally, because Africa is rich in minerals, but then you can see even diseases made at the laboratory. Even the Ebola, it is from the US. Even the ones who made the COVID-19, they are so evil. They are a committee, let me tell, people who have now decided to unite because of their greed to kill Africans and have Africa and control global everything, let me tell. But then it's so unfortunate because even you can look, they are, Freemasonry, they are grandmasters, they have those evil things, which is unfortunate because now it has been a lot. People are unclean. If you want to be clean, not doing evil, not those negative evil issues, you need to be aligned to the Kekogona and have given you a solution. You have to activate Kekogona Kianyoba, a praying area inside your house where no one should be going step there, only you should be going there. So you need to find a discrete point and activate with water. You use 2 days limited. So now you can be praying without shoes while facing the direction of Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is the abode of Mwenenyaga. God has manifested with frequencies, and right now people don't have the frequencies because they don't have the cultural heritage and the indigenous spiritual heritage. But if you want to benefit, remember now, you don't do that, let me tell you, because there are people who have been giving birth for you to be there, and all people who died are there a spirit in another dimension. They are spiritual beings, they are entity. Even you, when you die, you join them. It will be a transformation, let me tell you, an expansion. You not be at one place, at one planet globe. It not be like that. Even your awareness will be a lot. I've explained to you like the concept of life after death because it is there, and I've told you that now if you want to benefit from the true God is the one from Mount Kenya, because Mount Kenya is the abode of God. It is having the imperial seat of majesty. There is a lot. So no, there are evil people. And even the militaries, you see, even the Pentagon and NATO, they don't just fight like that with guns, no. They also have bioweapons. So now they make disease, even HIV being made by NATO and Litton Bionetics, Robert Garo, they do researches. COVID-19, even Harvard University collaborating with the Pentagon. That is why you saw you saw even Harvard University having a conflict, even the problem with the funding with Donald Trump, because they did not deliver. That was the problem. Because even it was not supposed to kill Europeans, because they have the RNA and the DNA, because it is commissioned, they are targeting. But then Mwenenyaga reversed the virus, and they were unable to control. And you can see what happened. And because the intention did not happen, because they intended to wipe the African. Because that's why you can see they were giving statistics saying now, because they knew the program was ongoing and they knew it was released, Donald Trump was the one who was authorized. It's unfortunate. And you can see the way the global political things are bad, because you can see people who are lying, it is China, it was even thrown there, because they want to control everywhere, not only Africa. But then we have, because of corrupt regimes, people are unable to know they are enemies. Because our Zugus, they are not there to help you or to help Africans. No, they have done atrocities and they have continued doing it, having even those Freemasonry things. But then if you want to benefit, know the truth, remain pure. In the 21st century, the people who benefit are the ones who align with the cosmic order, with the cosmic energy, with the true God, who are born in Mount Kenya. And Mwenenyaga will make Africa one country, the 8 regions of Africa, having 5 regions. And then tell you this will happen in the 21st century. Africa will be one, under one administration, a spiritual one. No parties and politics will end, infiltration will end, and Africans will heal in the 21st century. Let me tell you. Thank you very much.